She leaned back in her chair like she'd already won. Her smirk was sharp, almost rehearsed as her voice cut through the stale courtroom air. The prenup is ironclad. The judge scribbled something. Her lawyer adjusted his tie with confidence. I said nothing. Instead, I slid the paper across, tapped a single paragraph, and sat back. That's when her lawyer's face drained of color. His lips moved without sound at first. Then he grabbed her wrist and whispered, panic breaking through the facade. The house, the accounts. What did you do? I remember when her smile wasn't a weapon. We met at a fundraiser years ago. She lit up the room, polished, magnetic, untouchable. I once thought myself fortunate to acknowledge me then as I painstakingly built my company brick by brick. She lauded me as her visionary, professing belief in me and declaring us a team. For years, I embraced this belief, bearing the burdens while she basked in the benefits. There were designer bags, mental health trips, and nights out with friends I never encountered. I convinced myself this was balance, that this was the nature of love, until the cracks began to show. It started with late-night business dinners, for which she offered no explanation. Texts were quickly hidden, face down, the moment I entered the room. A foreign perfume lingered, clinging to the passenger seat of her car. I didn't confront her. Not then. I just watched, listened, collected the final blow, came with her laughter, floating through the bathroom door while she thought I was asleep. Her voice playful, low. Once it's done, the house is mine. He won't see it coming. He's too soft. That night, I didn't sleep. By dawn, I wasn't a husband anymore. I was something sharper, colder. She thought the prenup was her shield. She had pushed for it before the wedding, disguising it as security for both of us. In truth, it was her escape hatch, written in her favor, weighted against me, but she underestimated me. I had quietly amended it months before the wedding, when the lawyers passed drafts back and forth. I slid in one paragraph, then legal jargon, easily overlooked it. Redefine marital assets. Any property or account she tried to hide, transfer, or claim through deceit would automatically refer fully to me. It was buried, obscure, the kind of detail only noticed when it was too late. Now, and it was too late. Now she strutted into court in a designer dress, certain she'd walk out richer. I let her bask every lie. She had told every dollar she siphoned from accounts. She thought I didn't see it all. Let her hear. When her lawyer read the clause, I watched his throat tighten, his eyes flick between the paper and a realization dawning that she had doomed herself with her own greed. The judge leaned forward, curious. Her lawyer stammered, trying to untangle what he read, but the language was airtight. My language. Her smirk faltered. The first crack, she whispered, harsh. Fix it. But there was nothing to fix. I didn't need to raise my voice, didn't need theatrics. My silence was enough. Every second that passed in that courtroom was a blade turning deeper. She had hidden accounts in her sister's name. She had tried to shift property titles quietly, assuming I was blind. But the clause dragged everything back into the open, not just into my possession, but into legal record. Her lawyer's whisper wasn't for her, it was for himself. The house that counts. What did you do? She asked. A dawning realization on her face that she had given me everything. The judgment was swift and absolute. The prenup, which she believed would ruin me, instead stripped her bare. The house, the drained accounts, even the assets she thought invisible, were all now tied to fraud and reverted to me. She left the courtroom pale, trembling, devoid of her usual smirk, her victory replaced only by a profound silence. I watched her depart. There was no joy, no anger, just a final, deeply satisfying calm. She saw betrayal as a game, but she forgot I knew how to play. People ask if I regret it. No. She wanted a war. I offered her a strategy of silence and a single signature on a page she never bothered to read. She truly believed she was smarter, stronger, and untouchable. But in the end, she taught me my sharpest lesson. Love can be blind, but betrayal makes you see with perfect clarity. And when clarity comes, revenge writes itself in ink that never fades.